Push-ups are one of the best exercises to increase strength and build up upper body muscles like the chest, shoulders, and triceps. Some people, myself included, take the exercise to the extreme and participate in challenges like doing 100 push-ups a day. If you manage to complete the challenge, the results can be life-changing. So, what happens to your body if you do 100 push-ups a day for 30 days? What muscles will grow and how much? Are there any risk for injuries? What if you can't do 100 push-ups? What if you just do 50? Is it even worth your time and effort? The answer might surprise you, so make sure to stick around until the end. Let's start with the most important thing when it comes to maximizing results from doing 100 push-ups, and that's avoiding injury. It's crucial that you perform every single rep with proper form. Core tight, glutes engaged to keep the back neutral, hands around the chest area, elbows nice and tight to your body. If you're a beginner and you can't perform a regular push-up, do them off your knees or elevate yourself a little bit to make the movement easier. So assuming you perform the movement properly, what kind of growth can you expect from doing 100 push-ups every day? According to this paper, the highest activated muscles from doing push-ups are the chest, triceps, the front of the shoulders, lats, and the core. You can expect to see massive improvements in those muscles over time when it comes to size and definition. What's fascinating is how effective the push-up is. In this research, they took two untrained subjects. One group did push-ups while the other group did bench press. One would think that the bench press would massively outperform the push-up, right? Wrong. After 8 weeks, both groups had similar size and strength increases in the chest and tricep muscles. So the data suggests that at least for beginners, push-ups can be just as effective as the vaunted bench press. The interesting part is the push-up group weren't even doing 100 push-ups a day. They were actually just doing 3 sets of push-ups to failure twice a week. On average, they were able to do 30 push-ups until they hit failure. That's 90 push-ups per workout, totaling 180 push-ups per week. Keep that number in mind. Yet they still experienced significant growth. Their triceps and chest grew by 18.3% and 9.5% respectively. So that's great news for people who don't have a gym membership or are intimidated to go to the gym. You can just do push-ups at home or even at work and still get amazing results. Now, doing 100 push-ups a day might seem like a good idea, but it might not be suitable for everyone. Let's talk about realistic expectations during your first week. An average fit man can perform 15 to 20 push-ups in a row. For women, it's about 10 to 15. That means you'll most likely have to do several sets of push-ups to get to 100, which is why a lot of people quit doing 100 push-ups a day during the first week. They don't know how to approach it properly. For starters, if you're a complete beginner, I wouldn't even recommend doing 100 push-ups every day during your first week. It's just way too much, especially if you do it every day. Instead, do a test of how many push-ups you can do in a row. It's going to be different for everyone. For example, if 10 consecutive push-ups is your max where you literally can't do another one even if you tried, that's not what you're going to do for one set. No, it's too much. You're setting yourself up for failure. Instead, do 5 push-ups, rest 30 to 60 seconds, then do it again and again. Set a timer for 10 minutes and see how many sets of 5 you can do. So during your first week, the best thing you can do is to set yourself up for success and set a manageable goal of 20 to 40 push-ups a day. And then you want your rate of perceived exertion to be half your max at most every time you do a push-up set. That's the secret. You don't want to be anywhere near close to failure. The good thing is that the human body is an adaptation machine. Your brain will recognize the new movement stimulus you're doing. It'll then improve its ability to engage the corresponding muscles. As a result, your push-up strength will improve rapidly. This is often referred to as newbie gains during your first week, as shown by the push-up versus bench press research. As you get stronger, the movement gets easier and you can perform more reps over time. You're also most likely going to be extremely sore during the first week if you're a beginner. So you want to make sure you do some mobility work afterwards. During the second week, getting to at least 50 push-ups or close to it should be attainable. Now, in case you didn't know, you're actually breaking down muscle when you exercise. It's during rest when the body recovers and rebuilds your muscles to become bigger and stronger, providing you get at least 7 hours of sleep and you fuel your body with adequate and high-quality protein. A proper diet and lifestyle is just as crucial when it comes to getting results. As the saying goes, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. And if you want to work with me, you can book a free consultation to join the Fat Loss Accelerator VIP program by clicking the link in the description and comments below. Now, here's the reality of it. Optimal muscle recovery time can actually take up to 48 hours after you exercise. So in the case of doing 100 push-ups a day, since you train the same muscles doing the same movement, they're not getting a long enough break to fully recover. As a result, you might experience fatigue and muscle exhaustion at some point. Your push-up performance might even start to decrease. Again, that's why it's crucial to get adequate sleep and fuel your body properly. Setting a smaller and more manageable goal also helps. But by the time week 4 rolls around, you would have made massive gains and seen noticeable changes in your body. At the same time, you also might have noticed a couple of things. First are the possible muscle imbalances. Push-ups are great at training the pushing muscles of the body. The problem is the back muscles aren't involved at all. If you regularly train the front pushing muscles without the back muscles, over time, it'll result in your body being pulled forward into a hunch position with your shoulders rounded forward. Not a good look. To balance out the push-ups, you also want to make sure you're doing some pulling movements like a bodyweight row to engage the back muscles. That's why push and pull workouts always go hand in hand. The other thing you might notice are aches and pains in your joints. Even with proper form, the repetitive motion of push-ups can create a lot of strain in your wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Your wrists especially need full mobility if you perform the push-ups off the floor. They're also going to be loaded with quite a bit of weight you're probably not used to, especially if you're a beginner. As a remedy, you can do your push-ups with handles, which puts your wrists in a more neutral position. As for the elbows, make sure they're nice and tight to your body. Having the elbows all the way out puts unnecessary strain on your rotator cuff. That is a one-way ticket to shoulder injury. Again, a lot of this can be mitigated if you scale back the number of push-ups you do every day to suit your fitness level. So, is it worth doing 100 push-ups a day for 30 days? If you have the capacity to do so with proper technique, yes, it's a great accomplishment. But for the average person, scaling that number down to something more manageable is most likely a better option to make it safer and actually doable. The most important thing is to get in the habit of moving your body and doing something active every day, whether it's 20 push-ups or 100. Now, if you enjoyed this video, then you don't want to ignore this one. I'll see you there.